Or do we have cartels? Oh yeah. Well, you're going to play drum. Who can play cartels? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivana Dari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivana Dari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivana Dari Jaya Radha Madhava Jabihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jabihari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivana Dari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivana Dari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivana Dari Gopi Janna Yasoda Nandana Brajajanna Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Brajajanna Ranjana Jamna Tiravana Chari Yamuna Tiravana Chari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radhaman Hava Kunjabihari Jaya Radhaman Hava Kunjabihari Gopijana Vallabha Ginivana Hari Gopijana Vallabha Gopijana Vallabha Ginivana Hari Gopijana Vallabha Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go, Premanandi. Hare Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha Mukam Krotavachalang Pangum Langhayate Gurim Yat Kripa Tadaham Bande Shri Gurum Janataranam Vanchakapa Tubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Bhavanevyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhaktavan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Welcome everyone to our Sunday program here. This is the first Sunday of the new year, 2025. So I thought we'd talk about the truths of the Bhagavad Gita. There's 5 truths of the Bhagavad Gita. And that's karma, time, material nature, the soul, and Krishna. So karma is something that it's actually in the English dictionary now. It's part of the English language now, karma. Karma, of course, means activity. A lot of people don't know that there's 3 types of karma. Karma, akarma, and vikarma. So karma means activity. Now there's different types of activity. There's akarma. Akarma means activity by which one doesn't get a negative result, which means pure activity. One is acting only for Krishna. This is the best karma, the best activity. One is acting for Krishna. And then there's vikarma. Vikarma means sinful activity by which one gets a reaction for one's activities. There's a lot of vikarma in Kali Yuga, unfortunately. So part of the mission of this movement is to try to turn the vikarma into akarma, sinful activity into pure activity. It's a big challenge. But Prabhupada was so pure, he was able to turn vikarmis into akarmis, where they're just acting for Krishna. So there's a verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Nehajat karma dharmaya, na viraga kapate, nitirtapada sevaya jivan api mrto saha. That if one's work does not bring one to dharma, dharma means our nature. So what is the nature of the soul? The nature of the soul is to serve. Just like recently we had a presidential election, and there was many candidates to be president, but basically they were all saying, I'll be the best servant of this country, vote for me, basically. So that's the nature of the soul. Just like there's families, the husband is serving the wife is serving the husband. They're both serving the children. They get a dog, and everybody's serving the dog. So it's a nature. Just like this, now we have Mr. Trump as president. Many of you will be surprised to hear that in 1976, we had our first Rath Yatra. What Prabhupada said, the most important street and the most important city on the planet, New York City. So we needed to build 3 carts, big carts, to go down Fifth Avenue, and there was no place to build them, except for there was a piece of property that Mr. Trump owned. So one devotee wrote to Mr. Trump and said, we need to build 3 big carts for a cart festival down Fifth Avenue, and we don't have any place to build them. Can we use your property? And he said, yes, go right ahead. And he didn't charge us or anything. So that was it. That was his first service. That's probably why he's president now. Because there was no Rath Yatra probably on the planet that pleased Prabhupada more than that Rath Yatra on Fifth Avenue. That was the only one he went to. He left his body the next year. So he was very, very happy with that. So service is it's something that's natural within us. So the best service is service to Krishna. But if one's dharma doesn't bring one to renunciation, see, the dharma is meant to bring us to an understanding that we're part of Krishna, we're meant to serve Krishna, and we become renounced. We become renounced from material enjoyment, from this idea that I am the enjoyer, I am the proprietor. One gets a realization, I'm the soul, I'm the servant of Krishna. And this is the pleasure of the soul, is to serve Krishna. So one naturally becomes renounced as one hears more and more about the glories of Krishna. One becomes renounced and wants to serve Krishna. And this is the internal pleasure. Krishna says that one whose happiness is within, who is active and rejoices within, and whose aim is inward, is understood to be already liberated. So the happiness of the soul is to serve the Supreme Soul. It's described that, like in a tree, there might be two birds in a tree. So similarly, within our heart, there's two living entities. One is trying to enjoy the fruits of the tree, and one is observing. So Krishna is always observing us. We're always being watched. I remember when I was a child, my mother used to say, "No, you be good, because God's watching you." And I'm like, I don't see any God watching me. But He's subtle. He's there, right next to us. He's watching. He's observing. So therefore, we should act in a way that is pleasing to Krishna. And then one might ask, well, how do we know what is pleasing to Krishna? What is pleasing to God? Well, that's the whole Bhagavad Gita is about. And all the Vedic literatures, actually. It's about how to please Krishna. And in the Bhagavad Gita, he explains what is most pleasing to him. Yaidang paramanguyang mad bhakte subhashasi bhaktim ramkritva mayavaishaya sangsaya. He says anybody who is teaching this message of Bhagavad Gita is very dear to me. And there'll never be anyone more dear to me than that person. So therefore, Prabhupada, he emphasized the importance of distributing this knowledge, this most important knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Because people become enlightened. By hearing the absolute truth, people become enlightened. And they experience inner happiness, pleasure of the soul. So, nehayat karma dharmaya na viragya kalpat nitirtha pada sevaya jivan api mridovisa. So if one's work doesn't bring one to dharma, if one's dharma doesn't bring one to renunciation, and if one's renunciation doesn't bring one to devotional service, one is said to be dead, although breathing. So the goal is devotional service. This is called good karma. This is good karma. It's called nivritti, the path of nivritti, renouncing material life and engaging in service to Krishna. And then there's pravritti. Pravritti means acting for sense gratification. This is bad karma. We've all heard good karma, bad karma. So this is what is good karma and what is bad karma. Good karma means understanding. I'm a soul, there's a Supreme Soul, and I should serve Him. That's good. Actually, that's great, actually. To engage in devotional service to Krishna is great. It's fantastic. But to engage in just trying to satisfy our senses, this is futile. There's no ultimate pleasure. There's some flickering pleasure, but not the lasting pleasure that the soul is searching for. So, and if one doesn't engage in devotional service, as this verse says, then one is practically dead spiritually. Appears to be alive, but spiritually dead. So the goal is to come alive spiritually. And this is by this divine activity of devotional service. I was just reading recently, Prabhupada said that the essence of the Vedas is found in the Bhagavad Gita. And he says there's also a verse in the Bhagavad Gita which is considered to be the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. Would you like to hear it? Yes. Mat karma prakrin, mat paramat, mad bhakta sangavarti, nirvaira sarvabhutesu yasamam iti pandava. Mat karma krin, mat parama, which means one who works for Krishna. So, in the human form of life, we're supposed to be working for Krishna. And only in the human form of life will one work for Krishna. Animals aren't working for Krishna. We haven't seen a dog yet come in here and say to someone, "Excuse me, can I also participate in this function here?" No, animals can't. Human beings, actually Prabhupada would say we're rational animals. So we're meant to work for Krishna, and Krishna's a good boss. Yeah. He's called Kartam Isha, which means the boss. That's Krishna. Kartam Isha, the boss, and he's a very good boss. You can't get a better boss than Krishna. You could be working for Krishna, just like one of our main activities in this ISKCON society as we distribute these literatures, our books, all over the world. And I've met devotees, I travel a lot, and I give a lot of talks on book distribution, and I've met many devotees that they would work all day long and they wouldn't distribute one book. But Krishna was pleased because they tried, they sincerely tried. Now, does anybody know of a boss where you're working all day long and no result, and he's still pleased? What if you work all day long and there's no result? What happens? You're fired. You'd probably fire halfway through the day. Yeah. They want a result. But Krishna, he sees the intention. What is the intention? If there's good intention, then he's pleased. There may not be any result, but if there's good intention, then he's pleased. Makarmakrin mat parama. So one who works for Krishna, who understands that Krishna is the supreme. There's a lot of people that claim to be supreme. In my adventures of book distribution, I've met people that say they're God. Yeah. A lot of people think they're God now, but they don't understand. Like I met one person, he said he was God, and I said, "Do you know what it means to be God?" It means that you create universes. When was the last time you created a universe? Yeah, well, not recently. So people don't understand what it means to be God. It means that he's controlling everything. He knows everything. So this is Krishna. Yeah. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani chardana bhivishyami chabutani mamtavena Krishna. He says, I know all that's happened in the past, all that's happening now, all that's happening or that's going to happen in the future. But me, no one knows. So this is Krishna. Krishna's great. And therefore, all over the world, people are serving Krishna. Millions of people. Now, due to the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, even people in the West, so many, thousands and thousands of people in China and Russia and Japan and all over Europe. People are serving Krishna. Previously, no one heard of Krishna. But now, so many people have dedicated their life to serving Krishna. Because by hearing about Krishna from a pure devotee, then one understands Krishna is supreme. Prabhupada was in South India. In South India, there's a lot of impersonalists that think that God is impersonal. So Prabhupada was he was at a hall, and there was a lot of South Indians there. And he said, please repeat after me. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he had everybody repeat. This is reality. God is not impersonal. They say, oh, he doesn't have a hand, he doesn't have legs, he doesn't have a head. That's making God dumb. No, he's the supreme, the most attractive personality of Godhead. So Makarmakran Mad Bhakta, who engages in my devotional service. Again, this is the goal of the human form of life. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Now is the time to inquire about the absolute truth and to serve that absolute truth. So what is the mood in serving Krishna? Unmotivated, no material motivation, and uninterrupted. Savai pungsang paro dharmo yato bhakti ardhoksaje. See, Krishna, he's asking for a lot. But we get a lot also. It's like there's one person he was given a commentary on the Bhagavad Gita. And in the purport to this verse, Sarvadharmam parityaja mamikang sarnam vaja ahantvang sarvapapaja mokshya sarimasuja. In the commentary of this verse, he said, Krishna is asking for too much. Rascals. We got rascals translating the Bhagavad Gita. Demon. Yeah. He doesn't know that if someone surrenders to Krishna, then you achieve Krishna. That's a great achievement. That's the greatest achievement that someone can achieve. So, there's so many people don't understand Krishna. And therefore, they also don't serve Krishna. But if one understands the greatness of Krishna, then one naturally wants to serve. Unmotivated, no material motivation. Karmanyivari karaste ma phale chukadachana ma karma phalahito mati sango satang. Krishna says you have a right to perform your prescribed duty. A lot of Hindus know this verse. But then they don't know the rest of that verse. But you're not entitled to enjoy the fruits of your activities. Never think yourself to be the cause of the result of your activity. Never be attached to not doing your duty. So we have a right to perform our duty. But the results go to Krishna. Of course, then one might say, well, are you serious? I'm going to work all day and give all the results to Krishna? No, of course, we have to maintain ourselves. But whatever is extra should be given to Krishna. That goes for our benefit. Good karma. Whatever we give to Krishna, it comes back to us. So much. Comes back to us so much. So we should try to give our service to Krishna. We have to serve somebody. It's the nature of the soul. So Makarmakran Madbhakta Sangat Makarmakran Karma Karma Mad Bhakta Sangabar Nirvaira, who is a friend to all living entities. Yeah. That's a challenge. To be a friend even to your enemies. Just like Yudhisthira, he didn't know an enemy. Some might have seen him as an enemy, but he never saw anyone as an enemy. Friend to everyone. Wouldn't that be nice? Nirvaira sarvabhutesu. Yeah. To see everyone as a spirit soul. If we see everyone as a spirit soul, then we could be friendly to everyone. Yeah. But if we're on the bodily conception of life, then it's very difficult. Yeah. If we're attached to these designations, like I'm American, he's Russian, he's Japanese, he's black, he's white, he's Chinese, then it's difficult. This is one of the results of devotional service. We become free of material designations. This is one of the gifts of devotional service. Become free of material designations. It's like I had this designation for 22 years. I was a minister of book distribution. And fortunately, Krishna took that away. I don't have that designation anymore. Now, we do have one designation. Gopi Bhartu Parakamaliyar Dasa Dasana Das. We're the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna, the lover of the gopis. So that's the only designation that we should have. And then we have, that's a pure designation. So that's karma. Then there's nature, material nature. Material nature is fascinating. Yeah. Like I mentioned to you, I travel a lot, and there's so many beautiful places, beautiful mountains and rivers and islands and people. One devotee was here at UC Berkeley. He was talking to students. This is back in 1969, and he was talking to one student, and the student said to this devotee, "Isn't it a beautiful day today?" And the devotee said, "It's a very beautiful day, but imagine how beautiful the person is that made this beautiful day." So there's so many beautiful things, just like these flowers, very beautiful. Yeah? Prabhupada said, if you look at a flower long enough, you'll understand there must be a God. Because they're beautiful, and they smell nice. Some of them. Fortunately, Vaiseshika has a program of having gardenias here. Those are very fragrant. Anybody here ever smell a lotus flower? Lotus flowers, the most fragrant flowers. I mean, they smell like candy. It's like so sweet. There's a place down in South America that the lotus flowers, they grow wild in one river. Blue, pink, red, just hundreds of them. It's like unbelievable. Very, very fragrant. So they're beautiful and they're fragrant. Like Krishna, his eyes resemble a lotus flower. So flowers are very beautiful. Yeah. One devotee was with Prabhupada on the beach here on the Pacific, and a devotee said to Prabhupada, "Prabhupada, isn't the Pacific Ocean beautiful?" He said, "Oh yes, it's beautiful, but from a distance." Because they're dangerous. So many people die in the ocean. Mountains also, beautiful from a distance, dangerous. So many beautiful things in this world. It's all coming from Krishna. And Krishna is the most beautiful, Mararam mararam vapu asrivibor. Mararam mararam vararam mararam. Maragandi mridu smutam etadaho. Mararam 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 mararam. That the form of Krishna is very beautiful. More beautiful than the form of Krishna is his face. And more beautiful than his face is his honey fragrant smile. Imagine how beautiful Krishna's smile is. Actually, devotees used to live just to see Prabhupada smile. They would try to perform activities by which they can get Prabhupada to smile. And if they got Prabhupada to smile, it was like, whew, that was a nice feeling. So smiles are beautiful. And Krishna has the most beautiful. And if we do activities that are pleasing to Krishna, then he'll be pleased. He'll smile upon us. So many people, they want to see God. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said we should act in such a way that God, he wants to see us. But then we have to find out what is pleasing to Krishna. Yeah. So material nature is coming from Krishna. It doesn't act independently, material nature. It acts amazingly, just like these bodies. They're actually amazing and very high tech. Just like there's some liquid goes into the womb of a woman, and a human being grows in the womb and comes out and has wonderful characteristics and is, able to move and hear. It's amazing, amazing technology. Here in Silicon Valley, so many businesses are very proud of their computers and their iPhones and all these things. But we'll consider it high tech if they could get 2 Apple computers to go into a room and jingle around a little bit, and sometime later a little apple comes out. That'll be high tech. But here we have Krishna. He's doing that through the material nature. Amazing, high tech. And we get so many nice fruits and so many nice vegetables. Now we're getting winter fruits. Yeah. So nice. Yeah. And it's just a seed going into the ground and water. It's just dirt. It's just dirt. And so many nice vegetables and fruits and so many nice things. In Indonesia, they have this fruit called mangosteen. Anybody ever had a mangosteen here? So sweet. Oh. So many fruits you never even heard of. Yeah. Vegetables. So Krishna, he's creating all these things. Yeah. Mystically, he's called a master of all mystics. Yeah. So, material nature. And then there's the time. Another one of the truths of the Bhagavad Gita, time. Krishna says, time I am, the destroyer of the worlds. Oppenheimer, he learned Sanskrit just so he can read the Bhagavad Gita in its original text. Imagine. That's intelligent. He wanted to read a book in its original language. So he learns the language. And Sanskrit, as you know, it's not an easy language to learn. So he learned it. And he quoted from the Bhagavad Gita when the first atom bomb went off. Time I am, destroyer of the worlds. So this is the nature of time. Time is also there in the spiritual world, but it doesn't have that destructive nature. Here, the destructive nature is everything here is eventually destroyed. Even this planet, everything. Right now, these bodies are dying at every second. We're getting closer to the time when we have to leave the body. And we got to be ready. That's our final exam, final test. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says about time, forget the past that sleeps, nor the future dream at all, but live in times that are with thee, and progress thee shall call. So a lot of people, they're living in the future. I want to get this, I want to get that. Just living in the future to get things, money and things, and living in the future. And some people, they live in the past, things they used to do, living on their laurels. Now I remember back in 1972, living in the past. But to live in the present, this is the mode of goodness. To live in the past is the mode of ignorance. To live in the future is the mode of passion. To live in the present is the mode of goodness. There's another one that many of you might know. The past is history. The future is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So, better to live at the present. Always think of Krishna. Haniyastan mahachchidram, samohasava chavibhma. That the greatest failure is to forget Krishna for a moment. The greatest loss is to forget Krishna for a moment. The greatest illusion is to forget Krishna for a moment. And the greatest anomaly is to forget Krishna for a moment. So time, we waste so much time now with these, we have all these gadgets now. People waste so much time, movies. It's like somebody might have heard this, there's people called couch potatoes. Couch potatoes, someone they just lay on the couch and they watch TV all day long. It's called couch potatoes. Waste time. I was speaking at one engagement in Russia. It was a book distribution seminar, and I was speaking about this, that we shouldn't waste time. We should use our time wisely so that we can grow spiritually. And I just asked how many people here are on Facebook, and practically everybody raised their hand. And I asked, well, how much time do you spend? One lady said she spends 8 hours a day on Facebook. I couldn't believe it. And then I went to Europe and I was given the similar talk, and I asked again. And one lady, I told them that one lady, she spends 8 hours a day, and one lady there, she said, only 8 hours? So much time is being wasted now that we have all this technology. So yeah, we shouldn't waste time. Very valuable. As Chanaka Pandit, he says, you cannot buy back one moment of time, even with all the wealth in the world. And Prabhupada was speaking about time. He said, you have some time, then chant Hare Krishna. Read the books. These things help us to grow. If we utilize our time properly, then we'll grow properly also. We'll grow nicely. So time, then there's the soul. This is the fourth of the truths of the Bhagavad Gita, the soul. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he also says, "The flesh is not my own, alas. The mortal frame a chain, the soul confined for former wrongs should try to rise again. Why then this childish play in that which is not my own, which falls within 100 years as if a rose had blown?" So we're not this body. It appears like we're this body. But no, we're the soul within. Like Prabhupada gives the example of glasses. I'm looking through these glasses. The eyes aren't seen. The eyes are seen through the glasses. But you take it back another step, and also the eyes aren't seen. It's the soul seen through the eyes. Right? Because when this body dies, the eyes aren't going to see. Right? So it's me, the soul, seen through the eyes. So it's the soul who is experiencing, the hearing, the smelling, the seeing, the tasting, all these things. So this is the reality. We're the soul within. And Krishna, he says in the Bhagavad Gita, "Vachangsi vachani, vachangsi janani athabhya, navani gunati naroprani." That just as a person has a set of clothes, eventually it gets old and you give them up. So this body is also going to get old. And we're going to give it up. But the goal is to not get another material body. Material body is a bad deal. It's a bad bargain. And the reason is the body has some problems. It gets old, it gets diseased, dies. But we can get a spiritual body. That's the goal. The goal of the human form of life is to become so pure that we don't accept another material body. We get a spiritual body. That's our natural existence, to have a spiritual body. It doesn't get old, doesn't get disease. The Vaikuntha, no anxiety. And this is the spiritual world. But to get a spiritual body, we have to qualify. We have to qualify for a spiritual body. And that means we have to remember Krishna. Therefore, Krishna says, always think of me. Manmana bababan bhakto majaji mam namaskara. Mame vaishyasi satyamte pratijani priyosime. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer your homage unto me, thus you'll come to me. Without fail. So we have to think of something. Better to think of Krishna. Every moment we're thinking of Krishna, we're getting purified. And the more we think of Krishna, the more eventually we're going to get transformed from material consciousness to spiritual consciousness. This is the result of being Krishna conscious. Transformation. So this is the reality where the soul within. Krishna says also, Aschayvat pashiti kashtenam. Aschayvat varidataiva chanya. Aschayvat. Anybody know that verse? Aschayat chanya nashunab shrutpavni nivena chaiva kashya. That some, they look on the soul as amazing. Some describe the soul as amazing. Some hear the soul as amazing. And some can't understand the soul at all. Like Prabhupada was in Mexico, and he was speaking to one reporter about the soul. And he was telling the reporter, you're not that body. And the reporter said, well, then whose body am I? He couldn't catch it. That is not the body. It's got to be somebody. He said, no. You're not the material body. You're a spirit soul within the body. Oh, okay. So, yeah, just to understand that we're the soul, it's not easy. What to speak of trying to understand Krishna? Of course, no one can understand Krishna completely. Even as described, Krishna doesn't understand himself because he's always expanding. So the result of chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, is that we become self-realized. You realize that you're not the soul. That you're not the body. You realize that you're not the body. A little soul within the body. Self-realized. Yeah. This is the power of this mantra. You know, this age of Kali has many faults. Wherever you look, there's so many faults. But the one good quality of this age is simply by chanting Hare Krishna, we can become completely purified and be qualified to enter into the kingdom of God, to have a spiritual body. That's the benediction of this age of Kali, that we have the holy name. And we could chant anywhere. I'll tell you an interesting story. In Australia, when Prabhupada was still here, devotees were doing Harinam in Sydney, and it wasn't legal to do that. So they would get arrested. So they got arrested one time, and they decided to write Prabhupada. They said, Prabhupada, should we take him to court? And Prabhupada wrote back and said, no, just do as you're doing in the jail. Do the whole morning program. So they did the whole 4:30. They had Mangalarti, you know. They had the offering the incense, you know, offering the flame, you know, offering the water. They did the whole, you know, doing the fanning, did the whole thing. Yeah. And then they had their japa time, and then they had prasadam. They served out prasadam. There's no prasadam. They're handing out prasadam. Hey, this is not bad, yeah. It's all imaginary. And then eventually there's other prisoners in there, and they're like, hey, come, let these guys out. They're telling the guards, let these guys out. They shouldn't be in here. A little bit too much for the other inmates, yeah. So eventually they let them out on good behavior. So yeah, this is a wonderful activity. Prabhupada's given us a wonderful process by which we can advance very nicely in Krishna consciousness. So there's the karma, material nature, time, the soul, and Krishna. The 5 truths of the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's the cause of all causes, creator of everything. And there's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, this is how you should think of me. Mat karma krin, mat parama. No. Kaving pranam anusasataram anor aniyangsa nosmraya sarvasya dataram achintya rupam adityavarnam tamasa parastat. We should think of Krishna as he who knows everything. Kaving. I mean, he knows everything. How much do we know? We know very little. It's like sometimes when I meet atheists, I tell them, you know, there's very little you know. Like billions of things you don't know. Right? Yeah, that's true. One of the billions of things you don't know is whether there's a God or not. And they say, yeah, actually you're right. I don't know. And they come down from atheist to agnostic. So yeah, there's so much we don't know. But Krishna knows everything. Kaving prana. Prana means he's the oldest person. But he never looks old. You never see pictures of Krishna when he's got gray hair, right? Wrinkles on his face. No. Never see him with a cane. No. Although he's the oldest person, he looks like an ever-fresh youth, never older than looking like 16. And he's the supreme controller. We can control a little bit, right? Like you have your car, you can guide your car in different ways. You have your home, you could decorate your home. But Krishna, he's the Paramishvara. He's the supreme controller. He's controller in everything. Kaving pranam anusasatra anor aniyangsang anusmredya. That he's smaller than the smallest. He's within the atom. Yeah. So small, but so big. Mahavishnu. So big. Universes are coming from his body, the pores of his body. So big, inconceivable. Imagine being a pujari for Mahavishnu. Big garments. Huh? Sarvasya dataram, achintirupam. That Krishna, he's maintaining everyone. See, Krishna, he gives and he gives and he gives and he forgives. And we get, and we forget. Right? So we shouldn't forget that Krishna's giving so many nice things and opportunities for us to grow. Achintya rupam means that his form is unlimited and he has unlimited forms. How many forms does Krishna have? How many incarnations are there? Unlimited. Prabhupada gives the example, just like there's so many waves in the ocean. Unlimited incarnations. Inconceivable. Huh? We see some here, some come here. Lord Ram came here. Nrsingadev. Unlimited. Adityavarnam. Adityavarnam means that he's brilliant like the sun. Brilliant. Just like there's a devotee that says, Krishna, please remove this glaring effulgence so I could see your form. Like there's the Brahmajyoti, that's coming from Krishna. So Krishna he's brilliant like the sun. Adityavarnam tamasa parastat. Krishna, he cannot be bewildered by the modes of nature, ignorance, and passion. Whereas we can become overcome. The living but Krishna, he's never overcome by illusion or by ignorance or passion. He's always transcendental. Satang prasangang mama virya sang bhavo bhavanti vidkarna vasayana kada tadyosanat asava vargavartmani shradharatir bhaktir nukramashati. This is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. the devotees of the Lord, they derive great happiness in hearing about Krishna from other devotees. And this is very pleasing to the ear and to the heart. And by this hearing the glories of Krishna, we gain great faith in Krishna. Previously we had faith in material enjoyment. Yeah, previously. And Krishna took that away, fortunately. We've lost faith in material enjoyment. Some of us. Now we're trying to gain faith in Krishna. And the more faith we have in Krishna, the more Krishna, he reveals himself to us. And that's a nice experience. Yeah. Krishna revealing himself. But that comes from service. That faith comes from service, and then Krishna reveals himself. Shraddha, ratir. Then you get a taste. You get a taste for Krishna. Like there's preliminary faith. Adao shraddha tatashadu sangata bhajana kriya. Tatonartha nivittisha taton nishcha ruchistata. There's preliminary faith, which is not that difficult to get. Just like devotees are very kind. People meet devotees and they get faith in devotees. What are some of the ways that people can gain faith in devotees? Can anybody think of anything? Something devotees do that people appreciate. Prasadam. Yeah, we distribute prasadam. We distribute prasadam right here at this store here. What is it, 7-Eleven over here or something? What is it, Adi? You distribute, huh? There's prasadam at 7-Eleven? Right? We distribute some free prasad here. They appreciate it. Yeah. Actually, all over the world we distribute prasadam. We have something called Food for Life. We distribute a lot of prasadam, so people appreciate that. You know, there was one devotee distributing books here in America, and he approached one person, and he said, "No, I'm not interested." But then he stopped and he said, "Excuse me, are you a Hare Krishna?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a Hare Krishna." He said, "Well, I'll definitely give you a donation. My sister, she's going to school in London, and it's so expensive there. She eats at the Hare Krishna's place every day. So you guys are supporting my sister. So here's a donation." He got a book. So a little appreciation there. Prabhupada called this kitchen religion. And in Mayapur, he saw that the kids, they were fighting with the dogs to get the remnants of the devotees. Prasadam, they had the leaf plates, and the kids were fighting with the dogs. Prabhupada started crying, and he told the devotees there should be no one hungry within 10 miles of the temple. And then they built this big hall, and every day, to this day, they're serving out prasadam to people. So, yeah, prasad distribution is very important. So many people have joined, actually, because of prasadam. And Harinam, another way that people gain faith is Harinam. Harinam, the chanting. We're the only people in the world that go out to the public and we sing and dance. So people appreciate that. Yeah. And they come and dance with us sometimes too. And the books, people get faith. I got a Bhagavad Gita. I had total faith. I just wanted to meet the people that are living these teachings. So by knowledge they get faith. By prasad distribution, by Harinam, people get faith in Krishna. Adao shuddha tata sadhu. And by getting this preliminary faith, then you want to associate with devotees. You want to associate with these people that are living these teachings naturally. Adao shuddha tata sadhu sangata bhajana kriya. Bhajana kriya means devotional service. So if you associate with devotees, then eventually you're going to learn what devotees are doing. And that's devotional service. Yeah. Now the next one, then it gets difficult. Anartha nivritti, giving up bad habits. That gets tough because habit is second nature. To say give up bad habits, that's not easy. We have to replace it with good habits. Yeah. Replace it with good habits. Tato nishta. And then we get firm faith. Nishta means you get firm. That means you can't fall down anymore. Up to that point, you could still fall down. But once you get nishta, firm faith in Krishna, then you're set. So Shraddha, Ritir, Bhaktir. And then Bhaktir, we get love for Krishna. The goal of the human form of life is to come back to our natural position of loving Krishna. This, it's not natural, actually, to not love Krishna. It's foreign. It's actually a disease. It's a disease to be attracted to matter, to think that we're matter, to be attracted to matter. It's a disease. And this process of Krishna consciousness is meant to help us to become healthy. Everybody likes to be healthy, right? They like their body to be healthy, right? So more important than the body being healthy is the soul being healthy. And you'll know if the soul is healthy, if you have good qualities, if the soul has good qualities. Yeah. Just like it's mentioned that there's 26 qualities of a devotee, a pure soul. I'll say a few of those. Tatikshava karunika, he's tolerant. You have to be tolerant. Just like I heard this statement, there's one devotee saying, he was given an analogy or a little story. There was an ugly log, and the log said to the carpenter, "Can you make me beautiful?" He said, "Yeah, sure." So he brought out his chisel and he started carving the log. And the log said, hey, wait, that hurts. That hurts. Well, if you want to look beautiful, you had to be a little tolerant. All right, chiseling. Oh, be patient, tolerant, patience. So he kept on, and then he turned out to be a beautiful piece of wood there. So if we want to be beautiful souls, we have to be tolerant, and we have to be patient. Yeah. In the material world, there's a lot of things we have to tolerate. Yeah. Tatikshava, karunika, a devotee is compassionate. He's paradukha, he sees others suffering, and it gives pain. It's like Prabhupada was driving with some devotees. He was going to go to his place where he chants japa on the beach, Los Angeles. And they stopped at one stoplight, and he saw that there was some men in the field, and they had some sticks. And Prabhupada said, "What are they doing?" "Oh, Prabhupada, they have these sticks, and there's a ball on the ground, and they're trying to hit the ball in a hole. It's called golf, Prabhupada." Prabhupada started crying. He said, it's simply another way to waste the human form of life. People are always thinking of different ways to waste their time. So a devotee is paradukha, he sees others suffering, it gives pain. But on the other side, there's people that see others suffering and it gives pleasure. Paradukha sukhi. It's like, I remember in high school, whenever there was a fight on the campus, all the kids would, they want to see the guy getting hurt. India also? Is it like that in India also? Yeah? It's kind of a sick mentality, Just they'd throng to see somebody get hurt. I don't want to get it, I want to see it too. It's terrible. A devotee doesn't like to see others suffering. Titikshava karuna suarda. Again, friendly to all living entities. This is, Krishna is so pleased when he sees that devotees are friendly to all living entities. I'll tell you a nice pastime of Prabhupada. Would you like to hear? Yes. Nice pastime of Prabhupada. He, this is in 1970. He had gone back to India, and he had also brought about 30 devotees with him. And they were visiting one minister in Madras. And this minister, he gave the devotees a whole floor. He had a 4-story floor, so he gave the devotees a whole floor just for them. And he liked this little Saraswati. She was about 3 years old. And he liked this little girl. So he wanted to give her a present. So he gave her a little murti of Krishna, solid murti, silver of Krishna. And she was very happy with that. So she put it on the counter there and went playing. And Prabhupada said to the minister, it's nice that you've given her this gift, but it's very expensive. She's a child. It's likely that she'll lose it. Do you have anything that's also nice that if she loses, it won't be a big loss? And he said, yes, I have just the thing. So he went and to get this other murti. Meanwhile, Prabhupada had taken the silver. The little Saraswati came back, and the murti wasn't there. So she said to Prabhupada, where's the murti? Oh, maybe he's in the room. Go in the room. She ran into the room, looking for Krishna, into the bedroom. She came back, no, Prabhupada, it's not there. Look in the kitchen. Maybe it's in the kitchen. She darted into the kitchen. Came back, no. Look behind the cushion on the couch. She's cooking all over. And then Prabhupada started chanting the verse, Hey Radhe Vrajadevi Ke Chalalite, Hey Nanda Suno Kuta, Shri Govardhana Kavapada Bhatale, Kalindi Vanye Kuta, Gosantavati Sarvata Vajapare, Kedar Mahavivala, Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo, Shri Jiva Gopalako. That the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they were going all over Vrindavan. Where is Krishna? Is he on the bank of the Yamuna? Is he on Govardhan? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? So this is little Saraswati. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? So then the father, Shyamasundar, he's not living too far from here. He said to little Saraswati, Saraswati, who has Krishna? And then it dawned on her, Prabhupada has Krishna. So then she went to Prabhupada and paid obeisance. Prabhupada, you have Krishna? Yes, I have Krishna. So by then, the man had came back and he brought back another Krishna. You know, they have these clay Krishnas that has a nice painting, beautiful, colorful. So it wasn't the same, but it was Krishna, so she was happy. Oh, Krishna. So she was happy. So actually, there's one other. Actually, the other one I was gonna tell. This came out. There was another one I was gonna tell. You want to hear another one? Prabhupada. This is amazing. This is the same period of time. Prabhupada is in Bombay, and there's one devotee there. Giriraj, brahmachari at the time. Now he's a sannyasi. But he was the only son of a multimillionaire. Now, he had already joined the Hare Krishna, and that was not easy. Now he's on the other side of the planet. He's in India. It's too much. So he decided to go to India to try to get him to come back. So Giriraj, he got the flight information, picked him up at the airport, and immediately the father's trying to convince him to go back to America. And he said, no, I like it here. I like it here. So he said, all right, well, can you at least arrange a meeting? I'd like to meet with your guru. He said, yeah, no problem. So he made the arrangement. Prabhupada is there, his father, his mother was also there, Giriraj, and Prabhupada's servant. So the father said, you know, this disciple of yours, he's our only son, and it's very difficult for him to live over here in India. Please, can you ask him to go back? And Prabhupada said to Giriraj Swami, Brahmachari, do you like to go back to America? And Giriraj Swami Brahmachari said, no, Prabhupada, I want to stay here. And Prabhupada, he said to the parents, you know, what do you want me to do? You don't want me to force them, do you? Because there's a saying in America, a person forced against his will is of the same opinion still. So he knew, if I force him, he'll come back. So it was understood, he's staying. So Prabhupada said to Giriraj, why don't you spend some time with the parents? Go to Nepal, go to Kathmandu, spend a week there. They have nice hotels there. He said, yeah, I can do that. So he went, he took them for a week to Nepal. They came back. And they were happy with that. And then Giriraj wanted them to spend a little more time with Prabhupada. Because, you know, a moment's association, the pure devotee, doing real good. So his parents stayed there for about an hour with Prabhupada. Prabhupada didn't preach to them. He was just being friendly. There's an art to preaching, and Prabhupada knew the art. So when they left, they were so happy to meet Prabhupada and have that association, and also to see their son. So after they left, the servant said to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you amaze me. Everybody loves you so much. And Prabhupada replied, that's because I love everyone so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is why this movement spread all over the world, because he had so much love for everyone. And it's still there. He reasons ill who say that Vaishnavas die while still living in sound. The Vaishnavas die to live, and living spread the holy name around. So thank you. There's a little time now. Is there any question? Yes, Ru. I think there's a microphone just now coming in 3 seconds.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for nicely summarizing Gita and also elaborating the essence of Gita in a nice way. And the ending pastimes are very sweet. So I liked the way you brought up this Nehayat Karma Dharmaya verse in the context of karma. So I was thinking like impersonalists, they think that jnana is superior. Once you come to the platform of impersonal liberation, there is nothing more. But here there is a clear connection which should lead to what? So there is, after viraga, there is Tirtha Pada Seva, which is a devotional service. So just want to thank you. Hare
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. That one more thing I heard about the Giriraj Swami Maharaj is that his parents wanted to give $1 million check to Prabhupada and said that, take this check and leave my child. But he said that, okay, take your check and take your child if you can do that. Yeah, that's what I heard also. Thank you.
Well, my understanding is that he offered it to his son. He offered the $1 million to his son, Giriraj, and he said, no. You can't compare with what I have. Money can't compare with what I have. Thank you. Anything else? Okay, we have a little, yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. You had mentioned when talking about the Mayavadis and they stop at Brahma Yoti. Why is it that people stop and think a limitation of God is the be-all, end-all? Why do people, if God is unlimited, why do people cling on to a limited idea of God?
It's a good question. People sometimes they want to avoid because they think that if God's a person, then He's like us. We have so many frailties, so many problems. So they think if God's a person, then he'll be like that. So therefore they just attach onto this Brahma Jyoti, thinking it's higher. Unfortunately, because in the Brahma Jyoti, there's no bliss. The nature of the soul is eternality, knowledge, and bliss. So eternality is there, knowledge, but there's no bliss in the Brahma Jyoti. So therefore they fall down again. So, but in Krishna consciousness, so much bliss. We're going to have blissful kirtan here pretty soon. So this is full. Anything else? Okay. Well, we have a few minutes. We could just chant Hare Krishna a little bit. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. We'll all assemble for the Gaura Arati. Okay. Yeah, I saw him with Mridanga. Hare Krishna.
He's displaying Mataji, both sides.
Yes, yes. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Ki Vijaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arotika Shobha Vijaya. Vijaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arutika Shobha Janavi Tatavani Jagamana Lobha Janavi Tatavani Jagamana Lobha Gaurangera Rotika Shobha Jagajanamana Lobha Gaurangera Ratika Shobha Jagajanamana Lobha Jagajanamana Lobha Gaurangera Ratika Shobha Jagajanamana Lobha Jagajanamana Lobha Dakhine Nenitai Chan Vame Gadadhara Dakhine Nitai Chan Vame Gadadhara Dakhine Nitai Chan Vame Gadadhara Nikate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara Nikate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara Bosiyache Gorachan Ratna Simhasane Bosiyache Gorachan रत्न सिंहासने किबा बसी अच्छे गौरा चांद रत्न सिंहासने आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगणे आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगणे मनरा हरि आदि कोरी चमर धुलाय मनरा हरि आदि कोरी चमर धुलाय नरा हरि आदि कोरी चमर दुलाय संजय मुकुंद वासु घोषादि गाय संजय मुकुंद वासु घोषादि गाय गौरंगेरारतिक शोभा जग जन मन लोभा गौरंगेरारतिक शोभा जग जन मन लोभा जग जन मन लोभा शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल शिव शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल मधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परमरसाला मधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परमरसाला शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे बहु कोटि चंद्र जीने वदन उज्ज्वला कि बहु कोटि चंद्र जीने वदन उज्ज्वला बहु कोटि चंद्र जीने वदन उज्ज्वला गाला देशे वनमाला कोरे जलमाला शिवा शुक नारदा प्रेमे गद गदा शिवा शुक नारदा प्रेमे गद गदा ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपादा ठाकुर ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपादा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंदा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva. Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Ananta Dev, Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Ananta Dev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Premanande.
जय ओम विष्णुपदा परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद इस डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसे भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य शिल प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवदीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की तुलसी देवी की भक्ति देवी की संकीर्तन यज्ञ की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की प्रेम गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बो ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड गौरंगा हरि 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 बो प्लीज हैव ए सीट वी विल हैव नरसिम्हा आरती नाउ
Namaste Narasimhaya Praladadayine Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shiladankanakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha Pade Narsimha, Hridaye Narsimha, Narsimha Madim Sharanam Prapade, Avakara Kamalavare Nakam Adhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadi Adhara Hari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadish Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Kara Kamala Vadena Tam Adbhuta Shringa Talita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadita Adahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Jaya Lakshmi Narahari, Jaya Lakshmi Narahari, Jaya Lakshmi Narahari, Jaya Lakshmi Narahari. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. भक्ति विघ्न विनाश नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Please have a seat for a few minutes. We'll do a quick announcement and then we'll all have time to honor Prasadam. So first of all, we welcome you all to the first Sunday Feast Festival here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley in the year of 2025. So big Hare Hare Bol. So we'll also like to thank every one of you who has joined us tonight and also those who have joined us online. So let's give a big round of applause to everyone who has joined us tonight. Today's discourse and Krishna Katha from in the topic of Bhagavad Gita was brought to us by His Grace Vijaya Prabhu. So let's express our gratitude and thank him for giving an excellent discourse tonight. Hare 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 Bol. We'd also like to thank Her Grace Kameshwari Devi Dasi for leading the Gaura Aarti. Hari Hari Bol. And also Advaita for leading the Narsimha Aarti. Hari 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 Bol. Anyone who is coming here for the first time, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming and joining us and spending your precious evening here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley, the first weekly program at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. So let's chant one Mahamantra to welcome all our newcomers. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have a couple of sponsors for tonight. First is Chetan Prabhu and family are sponsoring on the behalf of their children, Tamanna and Ridan. I saw Chetan Prabhu. Are they here? Please come. It's okay, Ridan can come if Tamanna is feeling shy. And Chetan Prabhu can join. Thank you. And I will announce the next sponsor while they are coming here. Our next sponsor is His Grace Shama Rupa Prabhu and Her Grace Ananya Radhika Mataji and Balram are sponsoring on the occasion of His Grace Shama Rupa Prabhu's 50th birthday. Hari 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 Bo. Chetan Prabhu, thank you for sponsoring the feast, and it was a very spontaneous, and he was just want to sponsor just for the new year. So let's hear a few words from Chetan Prabhu, and we will quiz Ridan. Okay?
I think wanted to wish all the devotees a very happy 2025. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna. Wishing you all a very, very 2025. Happy 25.
Thank you. Say Hare Krishna, Ridan.
Hare Krishna.
Which grade are you in?
4th grade.
Okay. And which school do you go to?
Foster City Elementary School.
Haribol, do you live in Foster City?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here is, and you have won a cow and a Mahaprasad. Thank you. Thank you, Chetan Prabhu, for sponsoring the feast. Hare Krishna. And I think His Grace Shamrupa Prabhu is in the altar. So we will invite Mataji, Ananya Radhika Mataji. And is Balram here? No. Okay. Please come, Mataji. Thank you for sponsoring the feast. And as you know, this is a very big birthday, and today is his birthday, and he is in the altar. So his mood is always to serve the Lordship and the devotees. He conducts so many programs. He conducts Japa Circle, which so many devotees around the North America is joining. If you are not joined, please join at 5:30 a.m. every day. So you will complete your Japa, all the rounds before you go to work. Okay? So please join. If you are not in the group, please contact me. My name is Sri Gopal Das. I will assist you in joining that WhatsApp group. Okay? Hare Krishna. So Mataji and Prabhu, thank you for sponsoring the feast. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much, Sri Gopal Prabhu, for inviting me over here. And yes, it's our pleasure and honor to be among the exalted devotees of ISV. We are very, very much protected and sheltered in this wonderful community of beautiful devotees. I can't be thankful enough to Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Lakshmi Nrsimhadev, Shri Mahaprabhu, and our beloved Vaishika Prabhu and Guruma, and all the beautiful devotees here. So please, we seek all of your blessings and shelter on this day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So today is a very, devotees have prepared a feast for all the devotees, and there is a special occasion for that. The devotees have prepared a feast on the occasion of 5th wedding anniversary of His Grace Radhavalla Prabhu. I saw him somewhere. Yeah, Radhavalla Prabhu and Her Grace Hanspriya Mataji. As you know, she is one and he is one, but if you put them together, it's 11. You know? So, you know, practically the whole temple is run by Hansapriya Mataji. She is the festival organizing, the programs, and everything that goes on in the temple is, you know, under her guidance. So we thank Mataji. And Prabhu, as you know, he is an excellent world-renowned cook. If you don't know that, okay, he runs a Yogi Plate, which is a well-renowned restaurant. It's very famous. He has written a book as well. He is specially exported from India. Okay. Imported. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking in the back of my mind, should I say import or export? But, you know, export came out of my mind. We've been imported from Chowpatty, and that is another very well-renowned ISKCON center in India. So we thank Radhavalla Prabhu for his so many services that he does here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. Mataji and Prabhu, if you can come and say a few words. Radhavalla Prabhu, please come. I hope you are all doing well in the first program, you know, the 2025 year. Hope you are looking forward to the 2025 year of 2025. There's a lot of programs that has been lined up here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. So look forward to it with, you know, what we have achieved in 2024 and the upcoming what's going to happen in 2025. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Surprised. I didn't expect this. First of all, I would like to thank the devotees who have really worked hard in the kitchen to cook a feast for all of us, and for their, you know, offering to Radha Madan Mohan Ji for our, you know, benefits, spiritual benefits, me and Hansapriya. And I've been here since last 5 years, new member. But I feel very much part of the community, and I don't, of course I miss my previous place, but yeah, I'm very much here and quite comfortable, happy, and I would like to thank all of you for all this. Please keep us in our prayers. This is our humble request, so that we can serve Srila Prabhupada and serve everyone in the Bay Area. Thank you so much. Bye. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Do we have cooks? So, who is announcing the cook? Somya? Okay.
Hare Krishna. The cooks for today's Sunday feast. The lead cooks were Shama Bhakta Prabhu and Shama Karna Mataji, and the other cooks were Hitesh Prabhu, Sri Ram Prabhu, Sanjeev Prabhu, Malai Prabhu, Sanjeev Prabhu, Gopi Priya Mataji, Satao Sankalpa Prabhu, Harini Mataji, and a lot of other Matajis helped with making puris. Hare Krishna.
Any other announcements? No? Okay. So now we'll go to Prasad Sevya prayers. Who is going to lead the Prasad Sevya prayers? Anyone here? Kids? No kids today? Okay. Okay. Ananya. Anna Paini, sorry.
Sharira Vidyaja Joden Priyadayika Jive Pele Vijaya Sagore Dharmadye Jivayati Loha Moy Sudurmati